Okay, y'all, let's get in with this lunch and learn. Let's have lunch and learn right now. Y'all come in, hit that like and share button. Hit that like and share button. Let's get this party started. How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask. How to get whatever you want. There's one art in life to learn extremely well. That's got to be one of them. The art of asking. The art of asking. Again, you all come in. Hit that like and share button. Let's get a quick live stream out of the way. How to get whatever you want out of life. The first prerequisite is to ask. Have to be a good asker. Now let me give you three key points on asking and receiving. This can do it. Number one. Give me 1 second, you all. Asking is the beginning of receiving. Let me notify my other platforms. I'm live. Come in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I don't even know how it works. Hit that subscribe button as well. Subscribe to the channel. It's by pushing a button and all this machinery starts working. I don't know how. It just works. There's a lot of things you don't need to know how. Just work them. Don't need to know how. Some people are always studying the roots. Others are picking the fruit. I mean, it depends on what element you want in on. Asking is the beginning of receiving, so start the process. Here's number two. Receiving is not the problem. Receiving is automatic. Now, if that's true, receiving is not the problem. What's the problem? Failure to ask might be one of your major problems. Here's number three. Receiving is like the ocean. There's plenty. Success is not in short supply. It isn't rationed, and you stepped up to the window and it was all gone. No. It's like an ocean here. All right, it's my gym wrong. That's what I'm listening to at the current moment. I'm on my way to the gym. But he said receiving, it is not hard to receive at all, right? Receiving is in abundance. The very first thing we have to do is ask. That's Matthew 7, and we have the combination numbers of 7-11. Matthew 7 it goes to 7-11. And he says, get them, sis. We got Lee Brown in, a.k.a. Les Brown. But let me propose to some of you all, the very first thing you need to ask for, in my opinion, is a millionaire mindset, right? A lot of people need to, the first prerequisite they need to ask for is not things. They don't need to ask for their first million. No, you don't need to ask for your very first thousands or multi-thousands, right? You need to ask for a millionaire mindset. I was doing some meditation when I first woke up this morning, and the very first thing I thought about was the acronym of POUR. POUR is passing over opportunities repeatedly. People that struggle financially, even spiritually, even emotionally, even mentally, have a poor mindset. They pass over opportunities repeatedly. Hey, my friend, I just saw who you were for some reason on my YouTube. My mentor, yeah, it's you introduced me to that Jim Rohn remix. Cedric Harris, thanks for tuning in and passing over opportunities repeatedly. I had to switch to my Facebook page. So I'm going to this is going to be a quick live stream again. Quick for me is under 20 minutes, right? So let's try to get this in under 20 minutes. I'm reading this article that stated how much silver will you actually need? Again, you all like and share this on the different platforms, right? How much silver will you actually need for this currency system reset? Now, the reason why I'm saying silver, right? Silver and not gold, I'm going to break it down to you. I made a purchase this morning. My daughter's birthday is approaching in August, and I'm at the point now where I do not give her cash for any special occasion. She does not get cash in a card. I don't do the cash thing. She gets two things. She gets assets, which is going to be silver, gold, land, real estate, a position with me in my home based business, a position with me in the home based business. You all do know that you can give your children a position with you in business so they can understand what residual income is and not always active income. Now, some of you all may not know what the difference between residual and passive income and active income is. And let me break it down to you real simple to where a 9-year old could understand it. I break it down like this: it's leverage income, that you can own a system where you leverage other people's time, their talent, right? And their leadership to help you earn money where you don't have to actively be involved. You can be in the background, you can be in the backdrop. You don't have to do videos. You don't, you can do things passively, right? During your time, during your free time. My mentor, he broke down to us on a team training last night, in fact, that about 92% of people that have home-based services, home-based business advantages and passive and residual income, they do that on a part-time basis. They're not full-time. And to do that, 92% of people. And this gives you a jump start to becoming a successful entrepreneur or a millionaire. So I look at it as leverage income versus labor income, right? What type of income would you prefer? Income that come with leverage, that people that's helping you. J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire in America, stated this way: I would rather earn 1% from the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. See, that's labored income. When 100% of your money comes from your own efforts, that's labor. Leverage income, however, is when 1% of your income comes from the efforts and the collaboration of 100 people. You all know that I used to coach girls basketball, and I used to coach and mentor these girls. And one of the things that I'm seeing ESPN advertise that's going on now is the first female USA Dream Team, right? The Dream Team. And that's how I make my money. I make my money with a dream team. See, some people tell me sometimes, Queen, I have a dream of having an extra $200 a month or $500 a month or $1,000 a month passive residual or $5,000 a month. I often hear $10,000 a month passive residual income. That would be my dream. That's my belief. That's my goal. But you're not working with a dream team. Right? You're not working with a dream team. You are doing that solo, people. And I'm telling you, solo money is slow money. Money loves speed. Let me say that again. If you are producing money on yourself, whether you own your own business, OWN, or you are on or in the job, that is still solo money. That means you don't get paid until you put a braid in some lady's head, or until you paint a nail, or until you cut a hair. Nothing wrong with those things, right? There's nothing wrong with being your own boss, but oftentimes being your own boss comes with having 100% of the burden or the load or the work ethic on your shoulders. So what happens when you are sick and you don't have to call in to your supervisor or boss, but you don't get paid that day because you're not able to perform? You're not feeling physically well. No, you don't have to call in to a supervisor or a boss, but you do have to call your customers and clients and say, hey, I can't make it today. I'm not feeling well. Let's reschedule. Let me tell you something, at least on the job, sometimes when you have a supervisor and a boss, you have some things built in that's called sick days. So even when you can't go in on those sick days, it doesn't stop your pay days, right? But there are some people, right? And again, it's nothing against either one of those, on the job or owning the business or owning the job, but you need to own a system that's going to help you leverage money. If the only way you make money is every time you have to drive a truck or perform a duty or be in your cubicle or file paperwork, right? Or stand up in the classroom or like I used to do, coach a basketball team. People, let me tell you, there is a better way. In 16 years of doing active income, labor income, 2 years of dedication, 2 years of dedication of passive residual income, I am now making more money residually than 16 years on my full-time job. I'm making more money passive residual income in 2 years doing that part-time than 16 years on my full-time job. So just imagine where I will be in 16 years of owning a business system. See, people, knowledge is the new money. If you're watching this live or on the replay, I want you to put knowledge is the new money. And speaking of sports and entertainment, I want to share this with you. I made this post on my Facebook page today. And, whether you think he's the greatest, hey, I didn't even like Michael Jordan when he played, right? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like Michael Jordan. I didn't like MJ. I did not like the Bulls. Now I just left my family in Chicago. I hope they don't get upset when they hear this. But I hated the Bulls. I love the Knicks. I love John Stockton. I love Patrick Ewing. I love the Detroit Bad Boys. I love Isaiah Thomas. I love Bill Lennington. I love. Bill Laimbeer, not Bill Lennington. Bill Laimbeer. I love the Bad Boys Pistons. I love the Showtime Lakers. I love Magic Johnson. I love Byron Scott. I love the James Worthy. I love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So if I love those teams, I could not really like the Bulls because they defeated them. But now that I'm older and I understand the greatness of MJ and what made him great, it wasn't just his swag, right? It wasn't how he wore his shoes, which is swag. It wasn't just his muscles were sculptured, right? That he had this body that was sculptured like a Michelangelo, you know, sculpture or something. But it was that Michael Jordan was the greatest player, I think, that ever lived because his ability to create or take advantage of opportunities. Right? You didn't have to see MJ could make opportunities happen. He could create them. He can cause opportunities. He did not wait or hope for opportunities to present themselves. And I'm coming before you all. I give you the knowledge. We said knowledge is the new money. The only thing that's holding you all, a lot of people back, is their mindset. But people change for two reasons. For two reasons. And those two reasons are they change from either pain, a position of pain, or pleasure. My question to you is, which one will it be? Because ready or not, this economy is definitely headed into a recession, a reset mode. What's going to cause you to finally change? Will it be pain or will it be pleasure? So Michael Jordan, he didn't just hope for opportunities. I want you all to put this in the comments if your hands are free. Even if you're watching the replay, I want you to put hope is not a strategy, right? Hope is not a strategy. He didn't have faith, right? He didn't have faith because guess what? The Bible says faith without the right corresponding action, which means works, is dead, is dormant, is worthless. So having faith without works is not a strategy as well. So if you want a jump start on this great reset and being a part of this wealth transfer and being able to be a part of something bigger than yourself and actually pass on generational wealth, then people, you have to take advantage of opportunities. See, Michael Jordan, if he had a split second, there was no lane open or he didn't have an open shot, he could make one appear. He would give a head fake or a spin move right? He would dribble in, dribble out, dribble around you. If you were too tall, he would jump over you and dunk on you. If you were too short, he'll back you down and do a jump shot over you, right? It didn't matter your height, your size, or your demeanor. Once Michael Jordan saw an opportunity, he did not hesitate or let it slip him by. And a lot of you all have a poor mentality. And I think the very first thing you should ask for in your asking is for the infinite spirit to give you a different mindset about money. A different mindset about money. Now, there are some people that's okay with working hard and not getting ahead. That's okay. That's Hey, if you're fine with working hard and not getting ahead, this live stream is not for you. There are some people that's okay about complaining about situations, right, without wanting to change them. And if that's you, this live stream is not for you. And there are some people who just simply afraid of failing. But let me tell you something. Failing to do anything is failure within itself. Failing to take action is failing within itself. I believe it is really a very sad situation that people that faithfully follow me on my live stream, and I don't mind you saying, "Hey Queen, how's it going, Queen?" And matter of fact, I love it. But you have no residual passive income. That means you are following me. Jesus had a lot of followers, but you're not connected to me. You cannot be connected to me and not have a plan, or you not be in position to earn passive residual income. You're following me, you give me likes on YouTube or Facebook, but guess what? Your likes doesn't pay my bills, and you liking the videos are not going to pay your bills as well. Now, I appreciate the likes, right? I do. I like myself, so your like on my videos is just extra, right? But sometimes people, you got to get out of your own way. You got to be tired of working hard and not getting ahead. You ought to be tired of taking orders. See, one thing that we do, one thing that the privilege of being a part of a good network marketing opportunity, not just the residual income opportunity. No, that's just cream on the cake, right? It's not, it's the opportunity for at least once, twice, and sometimes three times a week to be in a setting that's going to shift and continuously to change your mindset, because you don't know that since pre-K all the way to high school, if you finish school from K through 12, and then if you went an additional 4 years to college, or an additional 6 years if you got a higher degree, a master's degree, a specialist degree, a doctor's degree, could be up to 8 additional years of college. And that makes almost 20 years of schooling that they only program you. That the only way to make money was to exchange your time, a whole lot of your time, for a little bit of money. And people, that's the formula the rich and wealthy take. That is not it. Sometimes you might, maybe you all need to go on Instagram. It's this Instagrammer that has like a vlog, or a video blog, in which he sees these nice, expensive luxury cars, whether it be a Porsche, a Rolls Royce, a Lambo, right? Um, and he will ask them when they're driving, "What do you do for a living?" Right? He'll ask them, "What do you do for a living?" He had one video, it was two teenage girls driving a Porsche. And he asked them, he said, "What do you do for a living?" And she asked her friend, she said, what does he mean?" And her friend said, "I think he's asking you, do you have a job? Can you afford this car?" And she answered, she said, "I don't know. You'll have to ask my dad. I don't have a job. He bought this for me. So you have to ask my father what he does, because I don't know." Wouldn't you like to be able for your child or your children to say that about you? When someone asks them, hey, how can you afford to drive this vehicle? I don't, you have to ask my mother. I don't know. This young girl could have been like 19 years old. She was young in a Porsche. She wasn't over the age of 21. I can tell you that. And so what I get my daughter now, her birthday's approaching. She is a Leo. And she understands that she doesn't look at me like and say, well, mom, why you can't give me cash money? No, because she knows the value of what I'm giving her. So one of the what I'm giving her, the company that I am connected with that allows me to purchase silver at wholesale price. Wholesale is anytime you can purchase something, right? That you can get it at a discounted rate in a bulk or discounted or at the dealer's price. So because I am connected with this company, I'm able to purchase silver at the wholesale price and not the retail price that you will see on JM Bullion or Ampex or one of these bigger silver dealers. And one of the collections that they came out with, I'm trying to find it on my YouTube page, is here we go, Zodiac Silver. They come out with Zodiac Silver. My sign is Libra. I want you to drop your sign in the comments. Let me know what's your zodiac. Are you Aquarius? Are you Gemini, Libra, Leo, Virgo, right? Sagittarius. What's your zodiac? Drop your zodiac. And so this is my zodiac. And they released this on yesterday, right? On yesterday, and I saw it. And I immediately thought that when my daughter's birthday approaching in August, in the next couple of days, I am definitely investing in some silver for her, that it will be Leo, because she's a Leo. All right, this is my zodiac. And sometimes I give her silver dollars as well. We got Cancer in. Let's see if I can find the Cancer in. Give me 1 second. Let me look at the different designs and bring that up on the website. So Cancer. And so again, you get this at, yeah, let me find it. We got two Cancers. Okay. You get these at wholesale price. So you're getting it from the price that they pretty much purchase it at themselves as a mass distributor, not including the shipping. Okay, you have to pay for the shipping. So this is Gemini, Leo, Libra. Uh, these are some other new collections that they have coming in. I also love this 2-ounce silver wedge, reverse proof, and I'm going to tell you why silver is a hedge against inflation. Why silver is a hedge against inflation. This is just a happy birthday. Australia is a giftable silver proof as well. If you just want to tell someone happy birthday wishes. Here is the United Crypto States Liberty. This is backed by BTC. So let me see if you all can see that if I click on that. Yeah, this is actually a silver proof Liberty silver proof. Only mentioned 3,000 of these. And this is United States Liberty 1-ounce metals crypto, the United Crypto States. This is real cool. Right. United States Crypto States. And let me enlarge, allow you all to watch that real quick.
Extremely beautiful. So the United Crypto States metals are a new series issued by the New Zealand Free Association State of UA. This series is built around the idea of a hologram there in the middle. So the other side,
United States Crypto States that's on there, United Crypto. 1,000 Satoshi. This is the United Crypto States silver with the Satoshi, Bitcoin backed Satoshi. And let me see if I can find it. I'm not sure if I can find Cancer specifically. Let me search for that. But as I'm searching for Cancer, Silver. Okay, here we go. Zodiac Cancer. Let me show you all. And we got a lot of cancers in. What's going on this live stream? I will speak on that. The Zimbabwe. So this is for all my cancers. I'm going to give you all the link. This is what your coin will look like. And you can, I am already a member, but you definitely can become a member. Let me see. This is the 1 ounce Zodiac Cancer coin. I can't really enlarge it, so I hope you can see it. And that's for $30.97. That's the wholesale price. You can select to become a member. So this is really, really cool. So that's receiving, your discount if you become a member. Again, go to Queen of Coins Silver, but I'm logging. This will be the member pricing. The non-member pricing will be slightly higher, right? So I shared the link already in the comments. If you want that to get your Zodiac. Lee, what do you have to do to become a member? I'm going to talk you through it. But this is the link right here. Let me know if you are. Someone click on that link and let me know if it will come up for you. The link will come up for you. And so, as a member, one of the things that I received was a balance. And I ordered some more, and I ordered this for my daughter, but I did not have to pay anything out of pocket because I became a wealth ambassador. And as a wealth ambassador, you can position yourself to get free silver as well, right? So when you go to Queen of Coins Silver, right, watch this video. It's 6 minutes long. You can select Get Started. I chose a wealth as ambassador because I can earn money. I get preferred pricing, again, wholesale. I can earn profits and I can create residual income. I'm always about the residual, right? When I go on Ambex or JM Bullion, JM Bullion or SD Bullion, I can't get residual income from purchasing. However, if you want to become a customer, you also get the member pricing. What I just showed you, you get the member pricing, no membership fees, and you don't have long-term commitment. So if you just want to you don't want the residual income, and you just want to become a membership, you can select membership, and it will take you to the membership, the featured items of the membership. You can get also your monthly 1 ounce coin on auto delivery. I call it having auto wealth. And let me see if I can find yours, Capricorn, Libra, Leo, Gemini. I really like this one as well. This is a 30-gram silver year of the Tiger, Tiger 2022 from China. That's really cool as well. So that's the Bitcoin backed silver. Excuse me. And let me type in Capricorn. So you can go to the Queen of Coin Silver and get that information. Now, how much silver will you need to be a millionaire? Right? Because and there you go. There you go, Lee. That's what that's cool. So you can actually select become a member here and get it for that membership price. I really like that Capricorn. That's nice. So you won't find this on any other silver platform. So that Capricorn Lee is really, really nice. I like that. I can't let me see if I can get almost a bigger picture. You see that? With the horns and the embedded. And then it has Queen Elizabeth on the front of all of them. So that's really cool. All right. And so Zimbabwe coin, well, I won't say a Zimbabwe coin just came out. What happened is Zimbabwe is now encouraging its citizens, right, to purchase gold as an inflation hedge, right? They're let me see if I can find that article real quick. As an inflation hedge, but I'm going to show you all why it is not just because of the cost. I think gold just took a dip for at 17, a little bit over 1700 um, an ounce, but it's not, because of the affordability of silver. But there's many articles, many economic scholars, right, that has stated that gold is not a hedge against inflation. So they had, yes, they debuted their gold coin and as a legal store against inflation, but this is really for the government per se and not the people. Which lets you know that Russia, China, Zimbabwe people are out of the U.S. dollar. These countries are out of the United States dollar, right? So Zimbabwe releases their gold coin, um, legal tender to stem inflation. And so that's a picture of it. This is the Reserve Bank, however, of Zimbabwe. They have a sample of the gold coin launched, and that happened yesterday. And to be sold, where they're saying that the central bank is going to sell it to the public, right? In order to tame inflation, but this just lets you know that these countries are out of the United States dollar. And so they're going to further erode their paper currency. So they're saying that the central banks will sell this to the people. To my surprise, I didn't think that they would have this available for the citizens, but this article is saying they will, and it will be sold to the public in a time to runaway inflation that has further eroded the country's unstable currency. Unprecedented move was announced Monday by the country's central bank, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, to boost confidence in the local currency. Now, the currency is low after people saw their savings wiped out by hyperinflation in 2008, which reached 5 billion, according to IMF. IMF is abbreviated for International Monetary Fund, with strong memories of disastrous inflation. Many Zimbabweans, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, today prefer to scramble on the illegal market for scarce US dollars to keep at home. Listen, scramble on the illegal market for scarce US dollars. They prefer, let me read that again, to scramble on the illegal market for scarce US dollars to keep at home as savings or for daily transactions. However, faith in Zimbabwe currency is already so low that many retailers are not accepting it. And people, you are seeing this more and more right now. Many retail institutions are giving American citizens some type of reason why they cannot accept cash. They're saying they don't have change, or they have their counterfeit marker pen, and they're saying, and people is getting this money right out of the bank, right, and taking it to the retail stores, and they're telling them that, hey, this is seeming to be counterfeit. So more retail stores are coming up with reasons why they are not accepting more US dollars here in America. So the central bank disbursed 2,000 coins to commercial banks on Monday. The first batch of coins was minted outside the country, but eventually they will be produced locally. So I don't know. It doesn't really give a price point. Let me see. Let me continue to read. These coins can be used to purchase in shops, depending on whether the shop has enough change. The government is trying to moderate on a very high demand for the US dollar because the high demand is not being matched by supply. Let me share that with you all again so you don't think that I'm just reading this, right? It's short for International Monetary Fund. All right, IMF is short for banks. Exactly. Mill to Sell LLC. I love that name. Stick with silver. They only made 2,000 in for the first few. Exactly. I love it when I have intellectual people on my live stream. Thank you for tuning in. So the expectation is that there will be moderation in terms of depreciation of local currency, which should have some type of stabilization effect in terms of pricing goods. Any individual or company who buy coins from authorized outlets such as banks can keep the coins at a bank, which I will not do, or take home. I will not keep it at home. I will keep it in a discrete location, right? According to the announcement by the bank central banks. The only thing that I would have an issue with buying from the commercial banks is that they have your identity. So they know you have this gold, right? You can't be discreet with it. Now, the government is trying to moderate the very high demand for the US dollar because this high demand, people, is not being matched by supply. I want you to keep that in mind. They're trying to moderate the demand for the United States dollar. But the United States is not exporting anything. It's not matched by supply. So these countries are like, why should we accept your dollars when we're not even getting exports of exchange? United States have a big supply chain issue going on, and they have truckers out of California right now, even as we speak, that are boycotting because California has passed this new law that they do not want independent truckers, meaning that they don't want truckers who are leasing or owning their own trucks. They only want truckers to transport in the ports that will be hired by a company. So they don't want any more independent truckers, 1099, right? And that means you can get paid by the mileage, right? If you work for a truck driving company, you may get paid, for example, 70 to 80 cents on the mile. In some cases, it's 50 to 60 cents. You work for yourself, you can get thousands a week instead of pennies on the dollars by driving for the mileage. So they are taking away that option of having workers to export these goods and services that's been exported in the United States from the ports of California. And now you got thousands, up to 80,000 truckers, the last I checked, that are striking as a result. So that's further disrupting the supply chain. Now, let's look at this other article, right? Well, some people they will. Some people they will, Rob. And this is it, Mill to Sell LLC. For the people that are fortunate enough to have some extra cash left over at the end of the month, right? Some people don't have more month than they do money, right? Meaning their money runs out before the month is over. And if you need extra cash flow in your life, and I'm talking about immediate cash flow, text cash flow to the number on the screen. I have a solution for that as well. If you have a job, or you're self-employed, or you have your own traditional business, and you need help with your credit, because we know that not all business owners have good personal credit, right? We know not all consumers have good personal credit, but people, you don't have to live with bad credit. I don't care if it's a 500 credit score or whatever, right? I saw these memes on social media that says gas prices right now are higher than some people credit score, but you don't have to live with that bad credit. You only live with it if you don't get people to help you fix it and repair it. Because under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, anything that's reported on your credit without the right verification can be disputed and it can be removed. It is a legal process that usually does not happen when negative items. It's called validation, right? It's the difference between verification and validation. that must be done before any item is placed on your credit report. And oftentimes people don't know the correct way under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA, to dispute this. So need extra cash flow, you need increase in your credit scores so that you can invest, right? Text cash flow to 254-788-1144. The number is strolling at the bottom of the video under the website queenofcoinsilver.com. So according to Yahoo Finance, right? According to Yahoo Finance, forget gold, right? This is not Queen telling you. And you all, I did change my name off the YouTube channel to from Crypto Queen to just Queen. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to tell people the millionaire moves to make, to talk about wealth strategies during this financial reset. And I didn't want people, or I didn't want to feel obligated to feel like that I should be talking about cryptocurrency 90% of the time. When you see these crypto channels like Big Boy Crypto or Crypto R Us, that's all they talk about. And I didn't want to be put in the box like that. So I took the crypto off of Queen, right? Even though I'm still known as the Crypto Queen, and that's fine. And I just changed to Queen Millionaire Moves, right? So because I want you all to get familiar with all types of $1 million products during this great reset. So not gold, right? The rising price of goods and services have been realities since the pandemic. Inflation hit, and this article must be old. Yeah, this 2021 because actually inflation just hit 9.1%. So this is last year article, a level not seen now in 40 years. And so this was last year. While gold has traditionally been viewed as a powerful hedge against inflation, investors may want to lower their exposure to gold and look elsewhere, including silver, right? And so why silver? Well, not only because it's affordable for the middle class, but it's also an industrial metal as well. And since the 1980s, there's only been a one time where gold has posted strong returns against inflation, people. Since the 1980s, there's only been 4% or more. And this was between 2007 and 2008 during the world financial crisis, the housing market crisis. So gold isn't recommended as an inflation. Again, point to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, right? But another precious metal is silver. It's a better asset against inflation because, again, silver has more industrial uses than gold, being used for production of electronic devices, electrical systems, solar panels. That's really, really getting big right now in Texas. With more demand for silver, the metal stands to rise higher than gold. I've been telling you all this during times of inflation, according to analysis from Morgan Stanley, right? And so, people, as we are headed into this great reset, right, you need assets for the reset, right? You need assets for the reset. And although I am, definitely talking about silver right now, there are definitely some cryptocurrencies that will be assets for the reset. And definitely, I believe you need a home-based business because we don't know when this economy is going to shut down. We don't know. I think it's definitely going to happen again, right? Already we're seeing articles right now that the United States is facing the perfect storm like 2008 housing market crisis. Dave Ramsey said there will be no housing market crisis like 2008, but according to the economy right now and where the housing market is turning, I definitely think differently about that. I won't agree with that. I definitely see another 2008 housing market crash coming, as well as people. This is going to be the crash of all crashes. This is going to be the crash of all crashes. Student loan debt, You're going to see jobs crash because this is a global reset in our financial system where we're moving away from physical cash to central banks' digital currencies. 15.5% is the real number. Yeah, I agree. They're hiding the inflation. They are delaying saying that we are in a recession. They temporarily gave a little relief at the gas pumps that's going to increase, I believe, starting in August, right? See, gas prices was reset as well. It's just like cryptocurrency. You see the dips, you see the crashes, then they come back with more vengeance and more gains. And that's what's happening with your gas and grocery prices right now in the economy. So how much silver? I finally got to this point. I said 20 minutes, and here I am 45 minutes in. And I finally got to the headline of the video. But here it is. How much silver, according to goldsilver.com, is needed for this financial crisis, right? So imagine the sick feeling in your gut when you get to the next financial crisis and you suddenly realize you didn't buy enough bullion to get through it, right? You're thinking about maybe how many ounces would you need? How much silver would you need? And silver will be used for everyday purchases as well, such as food and things like that, where it won't be that criteria with gold. So monthly expenses is if it's $500, monthly expenses. They're saying this is ounces in gold that you will need. So the more your monthly expenses, is saying this is how much gold you will need per month on a monthly basis of gold. 0.38, 1,000 if your monthly expenses is 0.77, and if you have 2,000 of monthly expenses, 1.54. This is in ounces of gold, right? This is 6 months. If your expenses is just $2,000, you need almost 10 ounces of gold per monthly. So people, it's $1,700 an ounce. You can't tell me that the middle class can afford this. So this is how much gold you should buy. Now let's look at the comparison of silver needed during the crisis. At $2,000, right? A monthly expenses, you will need 100 ounces of silver. So you have silver right now that's a little over $20 an ounce, right? Not including the shipping and handling. So that's about $2,000 that can last you, right? Of silver, 100 ounces of, if you had 2,000 monthly expenses, that would be equal to the amount of silver ounces that you would need versus the amount of gold you would need. In 6 months at 2,000 expensive, you'll need 9.2 gold. And 6 months, of course, 600 ounces of silver to get through the 6 months. Or if it's a year expensive, you can see how the table changes. Within a year, if you had $500 monthly expenses, which most people do not, you'll need 300 ounces of silver to get through the year, or 1,500 ounces for 5 years, right? And so with that being said, people, these amounts, they may look high, but they will sustain you during inflation. So it is much better to have silver. So you need about 5,000 ounces. I think if silver reaches if it's sold at about $200, but you can look at this chart, and this is based off $20 silver prices as well. And silver outperforms gold in a bull market like this. And just last year, according to Market Watch reported that there was a global shortage of silver, not gold, right? In fact, what was that? What was that African country that just found out, or say they found all that gold in Africa? Was it Uganda, or am I wrong on that? But with these semiconductor shortages that's going on with silver and these freeze, the global chip shortage and everything, silver is high on demand, right? And for the return on your investment, I definitely feel like for the middle class, whether you're upper middle class and six figures or not, silver is that safe haven, and it's definitely will help you once this currency system resets and you have more and more stores that's not telling you they're not accepting the United States dollar. And if anything that can help you, it can help you get gas and groceries, because it will come to a time that it will be accepted for gas and groceries in this reset, because cash will no longer be accepted anymore, right? It won't be accepted anymore, and it's going to switch over to central bank's digital currency. So whatever you have in the account at that time, it will just be switched over to CBDC, which you may have to download an app on your mobile phone, by the central banks, by the government, and do a screenshot. This is another reason why I feel like silver, it will be great as well, because not including the RFID chips, right? But also for 5G Wi-Fi and cell phone batteries. I'm sure that a lot of you all are receiving a lot of updates, whether it be from AT&T or Xfinity or whoever your wireless carrier is in your community that's doing updates right now, which with your Wi-Fi, with your internet services, right? So I'm logging off. Again, visit that website, queenofcoinsilver.com. You want residual income, select the option to be a wealth ambassador to get started, and stroll all the way down to option 3 for the residual income, um, to get the maximum amount of residual money that you can get. You'll see a Quicksilver package on option 3, and it comes with gloves. It's the highest amount that you can come in and get. You have the cases that come with it to hold your silver in and to store it in, right? You definitely don't want to keep it in a brown paper bag. And then you have the slots here to actually put your silver in. And we give people an initial challenge that even if you're new to silver, or maybe you are advanced, that you come in and let's get 10 ounces of silver stacked up right away. Right away. But I definitely believe that 5,000 ounces at $200, sold at $200 an ounce, can definitely make millionaires. That's just one way. And also selective cryptocurrencies as well. Like I tell people, um, that make sure you get your blue stock cryptocurrencies, just as you would protect your silver with some lead. You want to protect your precious metal with lead. You also want to protect your cryptocurrency by having it stored in an exchange, stored off of these exchanges like Coinbase or Crypto.com, right? And only get your blue stock cryptocurrencies. So IMF downgrades the global economic outlook to look uncertain. Again, the world's economic outlook is uncertain. They're saying the projection for 2022, and it is downgrading any type of global economic growth. So, people, this is how you know, get set for this reset. This is how you position yourself for prosperity. And again, if you need extra cash flow, I tell people right now is the time to maximize your paycheck, or if you're a traditional business owner, maximize the your money right now. We have approximately 5 months left in this year, and so you definitely want to get the maximum amount of taxes from the government. And with the home business services, you can get up to 470 tax deductions if you're self-employed or you're on a job, which can definitely help you get more investing income so you can accumulate these assets. So you want to maximize your money. You want to make more money, and then you want to multiply your money. You want to position your money to work harder for you. I don't care if it's crypto or if it's land or rental houses or if it's gold, but make sure that you only get assets that's going to help you in a reset. Again, home builders are boosting incentives, or they're struggling to sell homes. I have to agree with you when you said, yeah, that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what it is. But you have to see it and you have to prepare, right? You have to see this and you have to prepare people, because this is the greatest wealth transfer that we would ever get a part of in this generation. So have a channel open where God can bless you through it, right? Don't be saying prayers about things that you should have structured. You should have a structured channel of getting passive residual income in the event that you lose your job. You already have a plan B to work from home. Nobody's job is secure in this economy. There's no such thing as a safe, secure job, right? You pray for things like, Lord, I'm traveling. I want you to protect me and my family as we travel. Or, things that's beyond your control. But things that's within your control, you should be taking massive action on. Right? You just ask God to pray to give you the wisdom and the guidance, and that a financial teacher like Elijah and Elijah show up in your life to give you the strategy of what to do. And that's what I deem myself at this point in time, that I'm sounding the alarm. I'm telling you all that a Great Depression is coming, but this is the greatest wealth transfer. And if you plan and prepare accordingly, and people having job income is not going to make you a part of this wealth transfer. It's just not. Some people do not make enough money to invest in enough crypto or enough silver or enough real estate. When this real estate crash happened, they don't have enough extra cash flow. They're living paycheck to paycheck. So you're going to have to get your cash flow up. You're going to have to improve your credit. Right? So if you need to do that, text cash flow to the number on the screen. And if you want silver for free or even residual income, visit the website Queen of Coin Silver, select Wealth Ambassador, and select option 3. Thank you all for tuning in for Lunch and Learn. Again, Humble Minded 1111. Thank you so much for asking everyone to hit the like button. I appreciate you and everyone that chimed in. Boris Strong from Charlotte, Lee, everyone that came in, Karen, and that commented, and everyone that'll comment on the replay. Thank you all for your comments and making this live stream, I think, a true success, right? All right, y'all, time for me to go to work out. Again, hit that like button, share this video. Be safe, hydrate yourself in this heat. Queen out.